Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, today I'm going to talk about how surrendering to God or surrendering to the greater power helps you a lot in your journey, in your manifestations, in your healing, anything you are trying to do. It helps a lot. I'll first share my story. So, I was a person who believed in God, to be honest. It's not like I don't believe in God. I used to not believe in God, but I believed in God, but I was also trying to control everything. I wanted everything to be according to my plan, how I thought it will be good for me. And when I don't see that these things doesn't happen according to my way, I feel like maybe God is not there. There is nothing like the greater power or anything, and it's just like the waste of time. And to be honest, for a long time I was not into God. I thought that these things doesn't exist and all. But in 2025, May of 2025, I don't know, somehow I got connected to God again. And I feel like it's not me who went to God, it's God who brought me back to Him, to be honest. And I felt connected to Him. I felt more devoted to Him. And to be honest, this time it's different because before I used to believe in God, but now I don't only believe in God, I have faith in God. I learned to keep faith in God, and I learned to surrender to God, to keep faith and trust in God, and to surrender in everything, and to know that everything will happen in the divine timing. Everything will happen for my own good and in its own way, not how I want it to be. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I want things to be like this, but maybe this was not good for me. So I'll say you a very honest situation about me. So back then, when I was trying for a job and I was trying for entrance exam, I wanted to pass those exam to get a job. I didn't get a job, and I was like, oh God, I'm praying to you so much for a job, but you are not giving me a job. Why? Like these things. And I felt like God was not there. And now I understood that I would never be happy in a job, to be honest, because I understood that I was not someone who can really go for a 9 to 5 job and be in this regular routines, like daily routines every day. I wanted freedom. I wanted something different to do. And now I understood that, sorry, and this is not what I want, and I would never be happy in a job. And later, when I was like, there were so many job opportunities in our state, in Assam, I was not trying for any job because then I understood that this is not actually my thing. I actually don't want a job. I want to do something different. I love crocheting. I love growing. I love to talk to people about this journey, this growth, and everything. No, my purpose is different. I want something different, and I understood. So at that moment, if I would have got a job, I would have never be awakened that what I actually want, what's my purpose, what I actually want to do in my life. So uh yeah, that's what I want to say, that no, surrender to God about everything. If God is not giving you something, it's simply for your better. So uh I was also in this relationship, and I felt like, if this relationship has to be ended, then why it came to me? But this relationships came to me to make me realize what love is, what I am, what I actually want in a relationship, how I want to be loved. It gave me so much clarity about everything. Everything happens for a reason, and God is giving you so many phrases, so many situations, experiences, these relationships, these people, to for your good, to teach you something. And you just need to understand that, you just need to surrender to it. Now, now also I sometimes feel like, oh, things are not happening according to my way, or I'm doing a lot for, for my goals, for everything, but it's not happening. And then I'm like, okay, I surrender to God. I get impatient sometimes now also, and I'm like, okay, I'm surrendering to God, and I chant the name of God, and I'm like, okay, God will do everything. I'm like, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. I'm a big devotee of Lord Shiva, so I say this, and it actually helps me, and it actually makes me calm at that moment, and I'm like, I'm surrendering to Him. and I know that he is only gonna do good to me, because to be honest, I'll be very honest, he has always done good for me. If he has given me so many situations, stressful situations or problems, you can say he also gave me the solution to it. It's not that he gave me the problems and he didn't give me the solutions. At that moment, I didn't realize about this, but now when I look back, I see that he, maybe these problems came in my life, but God also gave me the solutions to it. God helped me to deal with it. So just surrender to God when you feel like restless, when you feel like nothing is working. Just know that there is a greater power, there is God. You just need to surrender to Him, trust Him, have faith in Him. We believe in God, to be honest, but we don't have faith in Him. So from our childhood, we know that there is God. He does all the miracle. He can do all the miracle. He fulfills all our wishes, and we believe there is something power, greater power, but we don't have faith. Learn to have faith in God, learn to trust Him. When we have faith in Him and we surrender everything, then that's when the magic happens. And one more thing I want to say is that don't fear God. So I see that a lot of people actually fear God. They feel like if they don't do these things in a certain way, God will be angry, or if they do this, then God will be happy, or something like this. No, we don't have to fear God. He is like our friend. Like, I think God is my friend. I think Lord Shiva is my friend. I talk to him like as a friend, and I don't fear him. We don't need to fear God. God is our friend. God will always do the best for us, good for us. If you are someone who is a good person, why God will do bad to you? So you don't need to fear God. You don't need to obviously do bad things to others. If you are a good person, you do good for everyone. And I'm not saying like people pleasing and all. And that's something different. So God will do good for you. You don't need to fear God. You don't need to do these things when you go to pray to God. Like, many times so many people say me that when you go to pray to a God, if you do this way or you do these mistakes, God gets offended. No, why will God get offended just because mistakenly I did something like in a wrong way? No, I don't get it at it. We don't need to fear God. I see a lot of people fearing God. We don't need to fear God. We need to trust Him. We need to surrender to Him. We need to feed Him. We need to love Him. And God loves us all. And He's only gonna do good for us. So that's all what I wanted to say. That how surrendering to God actually helps a lot in your manifestations, in your healing, in your growth, anywhere. Just trust him that whatever he is doing in your life is just for your good. If you are not getting something right now, maybe later in its divine timing, or maybe that was not good for you. So that's it. So I learned that actually maybe I didn't got these things for my own good. I didn't got at that time for my own good. Everything that in my life happened for my own good. So now I have faith in God and more. I surrender to Him effortlessly. Before, I'll say you, in like May of 2025, I learned about surrendering to God, and I was forcefully trying to surrender to God. I'm like, okay, I surrender to God, surrender to God, surrender to God. But now it's effortlessly, because now I understood that everything happens, for my own good. Sorry, God is only doing good for me. Whatever I didn't got or whatever didn't happen was just because of my own good. So now it's just effortless. I just want to say that if you feel restless or something, chant the name of God, or surrender to him, and know that he's only going to do the good for you. So I hope I was able to make you understood, because I was not also not well, to be honest. I don't know, suddenly it happened. I was all good, but when I started speaking, maybe my throat, gets dry very soon when I speak a lot and I speak fast. So that's what happened. So yeah, that's all what I had to say. Bye bye.